Mr. Pavlides is the acting director of the Department of Postal Services in Cyprus Post. My official title is first operational director, and he is a co-acting director of the Cyprus Post Department of Postal Services.
Μάλιστα. Ευχαριστώ πολύ για την διόρθωση για να βάλουμε τα πράγματα σε σειρά, όπως ακριβώς είναι. Σας δίνω λοιπόν τον λόγο να...
I give the floor for your presentation.
Share my screen.
Ναι, μπορείτε να μοιραστείτε την οθόνη σας.
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank you for the invitation to present the Parcel 24 service at this event and to congratulate you for the organization of this very interesting event, very interesting topic so far. So, I'm going to talk about parcel lockers and the Parcel 24 service. It's a service with technology less exotic than the one that Professor Lapas presented earlier, but still we believe that it's something relatively new for the postal sector. So, Parcel 24 is, of course, a network of automated lockers. In the physical world, this is what it is. It is a last mile solution. This is the topic of today's event. We have seen after the use of the parcel locker for some years now that it is a cost saver in the last mile delivery, and it's a complementary solution to all the other types of last mile delivery practices, and above all is a convenience to the customer. I'm quoting from the IPC cross-border e-commerce survey of 2019. It's the one with the highest satisfaction level out of the 4 pickup points that they were included in the surveys. People, they look for alternative solutions, and parcel lockers is one of them. We launched the service back in 2012 with 3 systems. Of course, back then it was a different technology. Nevertheless, we managed to win the Innovation Award by the Employers Industrialist Association. That was the award for the public sector. And it was the first time that Cyprus Post won that award. And the new, let's say, phase 2 of the Parcel 24 service with the upgrade and expansion was introduced in 2019. Comparing the 2 types of lockers, you understand that 7 or 8 years, they make a lot of difference in the technology. Each system consists of 92 lockers, 92 boxes. Of course, it's a modular design, so it's expandable. We have used it already. This feature has been used already. So in one of the areas that we have implemented the service, we haven't used the full scale system, but a smaller one. There are 28 lockers per module in 4 different sizes, so that to accommodate various sizes and make optimized use of the available space. Each locker opens with a unique PIN code that is sent to the customer. We can place items up to 30 kilos, and of course, dimension-wise, based on each locker. The design is disabled people friendly, and we have provided the customer with full management of his or her account through a website, a specialized website. Service is offered on a subscription basis. There are 4 levels, as you can see, with a very small charge just to maintain the service and cover the operational expenses. So it's a very easy and straightforward service to use. The subscriber signs up from the website. He has the option to choose a primary and secondary locker. Of course, a secondary locker if it's available in the area. The system provides a specific address, so each parcel locker has its own address and its own postal code, which makes it easier for the sorting. Of course, when there is automated sorting, it's much easier and convenient. So every time an item are for
Κύριε Παυλίδη, σας χάσαμε για λίγο. Δεν ξέρω αν μας ακούτε. Ελπίζω να μας ακούτε. Νομίζω ότι, ναι, χάσαμε για λίγο την σύνδεση. Θα του δώσουμε λίγα λεπτά να μπορέσει να συνδεθεί ξανά. Να πω στο μεταξύ ότι η σταθμή δεν
Say in the meantime that
είναι πρακτική που ακολουθείται και
the parcel stations is a practice that is used in many European countries.
δεν ξέρω αν ο κύριος Παυλίδης
I don't know if Mr. Pavlides can hear us or is online again with us.
όχι ακόμα. Νομίζω θα προσπαθεί να συνδεθεί.
It's probably trying to come up.
Στο μεταξύ θα βάλω ξανά την παρουσίασή του. Θα του δώσω, αν μου επιτρέπετε, μερικά λεπτά ακόμα. Θα έχει αυτά η τεχνολογία και οι διαδικτυακές συναντήσεις.
Online meetings have such difficulties.
Alternatively, I can give the floor since he's here again with us. Mr. Pavlides, I hope you can hear us now. You are muted.
Μ' ακούς, Αφροδίτη?
Ναι, τώρα σας ακούμε.
Apologize for this interruption, but sometimes technology can let us down. I don't know to which point you follow the presentation.
You were saying about its characteristics, I think.
Okay, so let me go back. So I'll just go through very quickly. It's a modular design with various 4 sizes, and it takes items up to 30 kilos. The service
You can share your screen if you can. Νομίζω ότι σας ξαναχάσαμε. Ναι. Αυτό που μπορώ να κάνω, δεν ξέρω βέβαια, είναι πολύ ευγενικό για να δώσω στον κύριο Παυλίδη. Ίσως θα κάνουμε μια τελευταία προσπάθεια να συνδεθούμε και αν δεν τα καταφέρουμε θα δώσω το λόγο στον επόμενο μιλητή. Ένα λεπτό, μου επιτρέπετε.
We are waiting for Mr.
I will speak in English. Again, we have an internet connection. These things happen at live sessions. I will give Mr. Pavlides the chance to join us again. If not, I will give the floor to the next speaker, and then we can come back, Mr. Pavlides. If you give me 2 minutes just to give him a chance to connect, if that's okay with you. He's not here with us again. Okay. Well, okay. Now, okay. We can, I don't know what, Joe, shall I give the floor to you? Because I see that Mr. Pavlides is not connected. Okay, Joe, I think you can have the floor because he's not able to connect.
Okay.
Yes, he's not able to connect, so I'll give him the time and he's here. Sorry. I'm sorry, he's here again. Sorry for this inconvenience. Mr. Pavlides, can you hear us now?
Hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
I connected on a different network now,
Okay.
so now it's okay. Really sorry.
Is it possible for you to share your screen, or shall I do that for you?
If you can do that for me, maybe
Okay.
this is more convenient.
So I think we were here actually. Right?
Yes, I think we
Yes.
have covered. Yeah, this is a slide that we left off. Okay, so the use of the locker is very easy. Using the unique PIN code, the customer reaches the locker, which is outdoor. Just enters the PIN code. The specific locker opens. The customer collects the parcel. Just closes the door, and that's it. It's a matter of few seconds. If we can move to the next slide, please.
I'm trying to move on with your presentation, which is not moving though. Okay, let me do that.
Seems that technology is not on our side tonight. Maybe because it's Friday night, everything is tired.
No, I'm afraid it's not moving. So I'm moving on to the next slide.
Okay, yes.
So can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see the screen. So just a few numbers, just to get some insight on the magnitude of the service. Can we move to the next slide, please? Yes. So we have 11 locations at the moment. 4 additional lockers are on their way. We cover the main cities and the smaller town of Paralimni and the resort of Agia Napa. And you see the locations. The 10 of them are located outside post office locations, and 1 at the petrol station, and this is a success story, the petrol station, both for us and the owner of the petrol station, because it attracts a lot of extra business. So moving to the next slide. So in 2020, we have 3,552 subscribers. More than 43,000 items were collected, and income is about 20,000 euros for 1 year, which is the purpose of the service is not to create revenue as such, but at least to cover the maintenance and operational cost. And of course, if we can make money, we never say no. So moving to the next slide.
I'm afraid that again, it's not moving. You had another slide.
There are 2 or 3 more slides down the road. If you want, exit the presentation mode so that we don't delay. So just see the slides not in the presentation mode.
I will. In any case, we will share the presentation, all the presentations.
Okay.
I hope you can see my screen. I won't put it on full screen. The slide is about the breakdown of subscribers.
So we have, as I told you, 4 levels of subscription. The most popular one is per use, for obvious reasons. So the next slide. Okay, these are the
times.
It's the collection time. The percentages, the vast majority is between 8 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is during working hours. It's about 64%. So these people, in any other case, would have gone into the post office just to pick up an item. So now we give them the opportunity to just drive past the post office in 15 or 20 seconds, pick up the item and just go. Next slide, please. During both waves of the pandemic, we used the parcel lockers for unregistered customers as well, so that to place their items and make it easier for them to pick up whatever they wanted to pick up from the post office without having to were informed about the possibility to subscribe in Parcel 24. So thank you and apologies for the technology letting us down.
Well, these things happen.
We believe that it's a success story because of the limitations we have in the working hours of the post offices. We work from 8 until 2:30 for the customer. So this service provides around the clock ability to pick up an item at any time convenient for the customer and not limited by the working hours of the post office.
And of course, needless to say that you had some, you needed money to invest. You took an investment. I don't know how this took place in order to be able to implement such a project.
Well, it's something that, of course, it needs a capital investment. It was included in our budget, and as I told you, the reason why we have the subscription is to be able to cover for the maintenance cost and also to implement expansion plans for the future, as we did already with the 4 additional lockers.
Great. In case we have any other questions, I will look at the chat and I will come back to you. Thank you very much, Mr. Pavlides.